So we've been out here every month telling y'all to pay attention to the River District. And this month, we finally get to tell you, I told you so.
Boys. We got Petty Betty over here. We got 85 homes sold, retail breaking ground, a corporate campus in the works, European companies like, I don't know, looking at zip codes in the US for their headquarters. And you know what? They're coming to Charlotte.
This is not a rumor. This is not a rendering. People are literally living here right now. And if you're thinking about making a move to Charlotte, or you've just been sleeping on the West Charlotte, you need to see what's happening out here before the rest of the city catches on.
Now, I agree. I totally agree. We're going to take a walk here. We're going to see what we can find, give you some more insight of what's going on here. So I'm super excited. My name is Dwayne, guys.
Yes, and I'm Hope, and we're from the Heart and Hustle Group at Lifestyle International Realty. And this is your April River District update. Let's go. Now, real quick, if this is your first time landing on this video, welcome.
Yes.
The River District is 1,400-acre master plan community in West Charlotte. It's being developed by Crescent Communities. It sits right between the Charlotte-Douglas International Airport and the Catawba River. And when it's done, it's going to be one of the most significant neighborhoods the city has ever built.
We've done a full deep dive video breaking down the whole thing from scratch. The history, the master plan, the builders, all of it. The link is in the description below. Go watch that first. Then come back here and we'll be ready to get you fully up to speed.
Right. Now, already know the backstory? Perfect. Let's get into what's happening right now.
So last month, we were literally standing in front of Basswood telling you construction was just about to get started. 1 month later, it's moving. Look behind me, y'all. And now they've broken ground on River Point 2, which is the next neighborhood after this.
Now, this community is adding inventory fast. Between Westrow, Basswood, and River Point, you've got 3 phases at 3 different stages, which actually gives the buyers more options than this place has ever had.
And speaking of options, Novell River District apartment complex is actively leasing now. 318 new units. A portion is set aside as mixed income housing. So if you're ready to buy yet, but you want to get into the community, that's your door in. Let's go. I love that.
Now, here's what I want people to understand about Westrow specifically. Last month, we said that it was maturing. This month, 85 homes have been sold since the September grand opening. That's maturity accelerating. This window where you had to pick your lot, that is closing.
Yeah, that is pretty good. That's pretty awesome. 4 builders, multiple price points, David Weekley, DRB Homes, Saussy Burbank, Toll Brothers, but the availability picture looks different today than it did 30 days.
Which is exactly why the space-specific guidance matters so much right now. We'll talk about that more at the end. Now, I know last month we gave you the baseline on pricing, townhomes starting in the low 500s, single families in the upper 5s into the 6s and 7s. That foundation hasn't changed.
But here's what has changed. As Westrow matures and inventory tightens, the new phases are where the opportunity is shifting. Basswood and River Point are bringing in fresh lots, and builders are still offering incentives on those newer sections that you're not going to find on the more established Westrow homes.
So if you were on the fence last month thinking you had time, the calculus is a little different right now. Getting into that newer phase early is exactly how buyers have historically built equity in their master plan communities, like this one.
And if you want phase-specific pricing, not what's on Zillow, not what was true 3 months ago, that is exactly what we do. Link in the description.
Here's a section that I think is going to surprise people because last month we said that retail is coming in phases. This month we can actually tell you what that looks like.
The first retail building has been proposed, 28,000 square feet.
Wow.
Of mixed use near the working farm in Forge Village. That's not a concept. That's a proposal on the table right now.
Yes, and beyond that, they are actively planning what they're calling Eastro. Think of it like Waverly-style lifestyle center, grocery stores, semi-regional brands, a real walkable retail experience. I'm excited.
Me too. Gosh. For families, Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools is building a brand new K-8 to replace Berryhill Elementary. That's new information. And it's a big deal for this corridor.
Yeah, so the question last month was, when does retail get here? This month, the answer is it's on its way. It has a shape. It has a timeline. Everything.
Let's talk about something we haven't touched on yet in this series. Their commercial side. You know, we're not in the commercial side yet, But we're going to be heading over there in a short while. This is a great spot, though, for you to take your leisurely walk through the Greenway. You see behind us, we have the Basswood Trailhead. Hope is looking at me because it's completely off script. But I love this greenbelt area where you can walk through. Yes, you are between homes to some degree, right? But there are areas in the community where you can get away from it all and just go for these short little walks or even long little walks. I'll get you more information on how long that is, but this is us going off script.
Crescent Communities is now actively planning the next big phases: a corporate campus, a hotel, full shopping centers, and a riverfront park on the Catawba. Let's see if he stays on the script, guys.
I'm gonna try. Well, here's the part that kind of blew my mind, all right, Hope? They've had interest for European companies looking to put the first U.S. headquarters here in West Charlotte. Let's go.
Wow, that's amazing. And because that is not a small feat. And that tells you what the commercial real estate community sees when they look up this zip code. And when the corporate campuses move in, everything around them moves in with it.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that. I mean, look at us. We're here from New York. So look, when it's fully built out, we're talking about 8 million square feet of commercial space, 500,000 square feet of retail, 1,000 hotel rooms. This is a city within a city, and it's happening 20 minutes from uptown.
When are we moving?
Today.
The riverfront park alone, floating docks, kayaks, paddleboards, right on the Catawba. That's the kind of amenity that anchors the community's long-term value.
I love paddleboarding.
Yeah?
I do.
I like kayaking.
You like kayaking?
Kayaking. I like a jet ski too.
That's cheating.
I don't know if they got jet skis, allowed jet skis.
No, they will not, especially for you. Gosh. Anyway, back to you.
Yes. Never about us. Back to you.
Yeah, you. All
We
right.
talked about the numbers a lot on this channel, but real quick, let's talk about what this place actually feels like, because it's different.
It's different. No doubt, man. 30 miles of trails. I mean, that's what I want to jump into right away. I love to walk. Every home within a block of a park or a trailhead. 550 acres preserved green space along the Catawba. This is baked into the DNA of the community. Not an afterthought. Look at that. Look at that greenway. Loving it. Oh, I gotta go. All right.
Gotta go.
We gotta take it.
So since you're 20 minutes from uptown, you can kayak before your morning meeting. And if you haven't met Big Pete with the Big Feet yet, the troll sculpture on the trail, that's your sign to go visit. Very Charlotte, very fun.
Man, when I saw that thing, I thought it was amazing.
It is.
This is the kind of community where you decompress the second you turn off the highway.
Yeah.
And that is generally hard to find this close to the city.
Now, if you're a professional relocating to Charlotte, maybe you're being transferred, maybe you've been remote,
Yes.
and you finally picking a city and you went somewhere that actually fits the life you built, not just the house in a subdivision. You need to put the River District on your list.
That's right. I agree. I mean, we're talking about a community where you can walk out your front door onto 30 miles of trails, get in a kayak on the weekend, and still be in Uptown for a conference room meeting within 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That combination does not exist anywhere else in the market right now.
And if you're already in Charlotte, maybe you're in South End, Noda, or South Charlotte, and you feel like you've missed the early wave in those communities, right? This is that moment, but earlier. We are still in the window where getting in means something.
That's right. That's right. Early is better than never, right? The commercial development coming to this community is going to change the value equation here significantly.
Mm-hmm.
The buyers who move are going to look back on this the way people look back on getting into, say, South End 10 years ago, okay? How are they looking today? They're sitting pretty, real pretty.
So here's what we want you to do.
Yeah.
If any of that resonates, reach out to us. We will walk you through exactly what's available right now, what's coming, and what the numbers actually look like for your situation, not generic, specific to you.
Link is in the description. 15 minutes with us, and you'll know whether this is your move or not.
So subscribe if you want next month's update. We do this every single month, and we'll see you out there.
Till then, stay blessed by the best, y'all.
Have an amazing day.
Let's go.
Bye.